Right, yeah. Right.
Radio 586 AZ Roots, music mix from the desert Southwest, making Arizona musicians and music tastes of our region more accessible to world media.
Made possible by a grant from youngsounds.org, Young Sounds of Arizona on Facebook. This radio series is part of a community outreach for Arizona musicians as well as members of Local 586.
And now, your host for this radio episode, Gabriel Bay.
All right. Welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us today. And today we have our special guest, Jermaine Lockhart. Good morning, Jermaine.
Good morning.
Hey, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Jermaine from my history. I knew him not through a good friend of mine, David Mitchell, back in Cleveland, Ohio. And David told me that Jermaine was a little boy running around the church when they would have rehearsal. He played with his mom. So, Jermaine, tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, I was a young man, and my mom played in this band. It was a gospel band, and they would rehearse every week, and she would drag me along, and I would just sit there and watch these guys play, and I thought it was amazing.
Well, obviously it had some impact on you because here you are now playing an amazing tenor saxophone.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
thanks.
You want to tell us a little bit about what's been going on? What's your career been like?
It's been pretty interesting over the last year and a half. I've completed an album called the Sunshine Album, and it was produced by Preston Glass, who is a multi-platinum record producer, and it was also executive produced by George Benson, who it was a great time working with, and I learned a lot from both of those gentlemen.
Well, it's obvious that you're moving on up to the next level. We're happy to hear and see that thing happen for you. So we'll do everything we can to assist you on your way to greatness.
Oh, I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get. That's for sure.
Hey, so listen, tell us a little bit about this first tune that we're going to listen to. I forgot what the name of it is.
Back to the Sunshine?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, that's okay. It's that song was released as a single, and again, it was produced by Preston Glass, and it was a great work. We worked real hard on that, and it's done pretty well. It number 5 on the UK charts, and still going.
Tell me, who played on that with you?
On Back to the Sunshine, that was mainly just me playing sax, and Preston Glass did all the production on that.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, I tell you what, maybe we can get Tom to tune us in. How about playing that song for us, Tom?
Yeah.
Back to the sunshine.
Tremaine, what a wonderful performance that is, man. I really appreciate your music.
Oh man, thanks.
Man, how do you get so good?
I don't know. A lot of practice. You know what, Gabe? When I first moved to Phoenix, what I did was I rented a big factory place, and I actually lived in there for a year and a half.
Whoa.
Yeah, and all I did was practice all day.
Wow.
For a year and a half straight, in like this
Wow.
garage structure thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. Well, you put more than your 10,000 hours in, that's for sure. It's showing up in your plan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, listen, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the music that you've been doing. And, we were talking a little bit offline about speaking and how to communicate with people, sort of like Toastmasters. Is that what you've been doing, or tell me about that?
The Toastmaster, toast thing?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did that about 10 years ago, but I need to go back. I do. I need much more practice. So, yeah.
Well, as you're on your way up, you'll be interviewed a lot, and speaking is going to be important. So I'm glad you had that time already. So let's talk a little bit about the people you've been working with. I hear you've been working with Ray Parker Jr.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me about that. What was that?
Yeah, Ray Parker Jr., he is a special guest on the song called Have It Any Way You Want It on the Sunshine album, and it was great working with him.
Tell me a little bit about him, because I remember him from Ghostbusters.
Yes.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yes. Yes. You hit it on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about Ray as you know him.
Well, to be honest with you, we only recorded the song. I didn't get a chance to hang out with him a lot. So I didn't really get personal with him. So the best thing that I can tell you is he's still playing that guitar, the crap out of it, boy. I tell you,
He's awesome, huh?
man. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I know we haven't spent a whole lot of time talking, but why don't we listen to that? Any Way You Want.
Okay. Have it any way you want.
Have It Any Way You Want.
Now this.
what a smooth groove that was. I really enjoyed that, Jermaine.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, we were talking a little bit offline about trying to become noticed and making people aware of your music and the purpose for your music. So can you talk a little bit about what it is you're trying to accomplish through your music?
You know, I'm at a point now where I'm trying to play more for the people, if you will. Playing to love, and I'm allowing love to play to my audience. It's the best way that I can explain it.
Now, we talk a lot about the different genres of music out there, and it's not so much what your audience wants, but the feeling is that you have to prove yourself to your peers.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about what you're doing to try to smooth down that issue of competition and concern about whether or not you're able?
Yes. Well, it's just that what I just said. You know, I'm playing to love and allowing love to play to my audience, if you will, and in that I think my playing is changing. And that I'm not concerned so much about how many notes I'm playing or what theoretical the process that I'm thinking about at that time. So it's changing in that aspect. And then it also is changing my sound because I'm not playing over a lot of changes, you know. Although a lot of my music does have some complicated changes, and it doesn't sound like it, but once you sit down and try to play it, you'll hear that. So yeah, it's been a challenge to do smooth jazz, and then my peers are saying, "Oh, well, he can't play over changes, or he can't play straight ahead." You know what I mean? And that's not true.
Okay.
It's just not true. So it's a struggle.
Yeah, it is a struggle. I mean, but really we find ourselves listening to comments from other people and what they're saying, and it really affects our own thought process when it comes to playing.
It does.
So yes, I can see how that could be a concern. Let's talk a little bit about I had this thought on my mind about you playing for the church.
Okay.
Tell me about that experience.
I've been playing for the church since I started playing the saxophone. Started playing music, period. My dad was a pastor. He's retired now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's pastor. My grandfather was the pastor first, and then my dad took it over when he passed away. But when I started playing the saxophone, they would sit me on the front bench and just let me play all the wrong notes I wanted to, you know. They didn't give me a microphone, but they would let me doodle, and that's where I started off at.
That's wonderful, man. So you got indoctrinated in the church because your father sat you down and said, play.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That was a leap of faith, no doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I just wanted to touch on that because I know that you're over at Pilgrim Rest, and you're just a spark of joy in there.
Oh, thanks.
A lot of people can't wait to hear you let loose on your horn because they're there to fulfill their spirit.
Yes.
And you do that as you play. So
thank you.
I just want to comment on that. Sorry.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's so difficult in the church to play. It's funny that you say that because I hear a lot of people come up to me, you know, before or after church and say, "You got to play that horn more, play." You know, and I'm sitting there thinking the whole time, you know, it's not about me right now. You know, it's about God right now. I don't want to, you know, it's not the Jermaine Lockhart show right now. Come to the Nash Friday, July 23rd, and you can hear me go, you know.
That's what you have to tell them, right?
Yes.
You mentioned the Nash, so tell me a little bit about that.
The Nash?
Yeah, what's coming up?
Yeah, the Nash is going to be great. Friday, July 23rd. It's going to be great. It's me. I have special guest Kim Weston.
Oh, Kim.
Singing, yeah. It's going to be great. We had rehearsal a couple of days ago, and it was fire.
Well, I love Kim. I used to play with her at school at Scottsdale.
Okay.
She's been a joy. In fact, I had her sing a couple of original tunes for me. So
Nice.
she's a great person. So
She
I'm
is.
glad that you're working with her.
Yes.
And I encourage everyone to come out to your show.
Yes. Please come out. You won't regret it.
Well, speaking of singers, you wanted to talk a little bit about someone that you featured on your music,
Oh, Ellis Hall.
Ellis Hall.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Ellis.
Ellis Hall, he was reared, if you will, by Ray. You said the name earlier. I'm
Ray
having a
Parker
senior
Jr.?
moment. No, I'm
No.
having a senior moment right now.
Oh, okay.
Ray Charles.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Ray Charles. So it's Ray Charles kind of took him under his wing, and Ellis Hall is a great singer. He's also blind.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he can play drums, piano, bass. He can play all the instruments, man. He's but a phenomenal singer and a lot of energy. This guy's got a lot of energy, man. Yeah.
So, did you feature him on any of your work?
I did. I featured him on the song on the Sunshine album. It's called Have It Any. No, it's not called Have It Any Way You Want It. We just played that. It's called Roll With It, Baby.
Well, roll with it, baby.
When life is too much, roll with it, baby. Don't stop and lose your touch. Oh no, baby. Hard times knocking on your door. I'll tell them you ain't there no more. Get on through it, roll with it, baby. Luck will come and slip away. You gotta move, bring it back to stay. You gotta roll with it, baby. Come on and just roll with it, baby. You and me don't roll with it, baby. Hang on and just roll with it, baby. The way that you love is good as money. And I swear my stars above, sweet as honey. Oh yeah. People think you're down and out. You just show them what it's all about. You can make it, roll with it, baby. When this world turns its back on you, hang in and do the sweet things you do. Just roll with it, baby. Come on and just roll with it, baby. Just you and me, roll with it, baby. Hang on and just roll with it, baby. Oh yeah. Roll with it, baby. Roll with it, baby. Roll with it, baby. Now there'll be a day you'll get there, baby. Get there, baby. You hear
Wow, another amazing tune.
Oh man.
Jermaine Lockhart is here in the studio with us. What a wonderful opportunity for us to share local talent. And we thank you, Jermaine, for helping define the Phoenix sound. Listen, we were talking offline, as we usually do, and you mentioned something about farming in your back. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, I have like it's like a homestead, you know. It's 2 acres, and we raise goats, sheep, chickens, ducks,
Wow.
cows, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So-
So,
Are you tilling the soil, or
I till. Yes.
that might be why your back hurts? Right?
That's yes. Yeah, it's man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm just sore. I've been sore now. I don't know. It seems like it won't go away, but yeah, it's keeping me healthy though. Keeps the weight down, and so we raise these animals. We buy them as babies, and then we'll raise them up and just take them to the auction.
Okay, so I was just wondering whether or not you took them out and had them for dinner. So
we have a party every year, and we get a couple of them processed.
wow.
And yeah, we just have a big shindig.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for my invitation.
You are welcome to come. October, every October.
Okay, so we're down to about 2 minutes, and we're going to have to take a break here. But you mentioned that you're going to be at the Nash.
Yes.
Do you have any other performances coming, or anything for us to look out? Any album releases? What you got going on?
Right now, just working on pushing the albums that I put out already, and as far as performances, you know, I'm going to be at the Nash probably every other month.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow, that's saying a lot. You have a good relationship with Joel over there. do you?
Yeah, we get along sometimes.
That sounds like a good relationship with Joel.
Yes.
Here we are at Radio 586. I know that we're getting ready to come to a commercial break, and we're just trying to fill up some time right now because we're not going to play any music just yet. So, Jermaine, tell me a little bit about your family. We got about 30 seconds.
About my mom plays bass,
Okay.
piano, lead guitar, and percussion.
Oh, so she's already a multi-talented instrumentalist.
She is. Yes. She's a great teacher, so she teaches a lot of people.
I tried to get your mom to come out. She wasn't having it. So
Yeah. I said she's a great teacher.
Well, I saw a picture of her. She had like maybe a 6, 7, 8 string
Yes.
bass or something like
Yes.
that.
That's just one of like 15 basses
She's
that
got
she
15
at
basses.
least.
Wow. Wow. And she's phenomenal.
Yes. Yes. I actually have a song that I wrote for her. It's called Betty Confetti.
Oh, really?
Maybe
And-
we can listen to that
Okay,
later.
well, we'll do that a little later.
Okay. Okay.
Well, for now, we're going to take a break, and we just thank you all for listening. This is Radio 586.
Financial support comes in part from Gifts Anon, 12-step gift and bookstore since 1977. Southeast corner of Scottsdale and Shea, open Monday through Saturday. Gifts Anon on Facebook.
Made possible by a grant from Westside Blues and Jazz, working on the future of live music, sponsoring blues and jazz on community radio. WestsideBlues.com.
North American distribution made possible by financial support from YoungSounds.org, a youth mentorship program and music ensemble founded by a division of the American Federation of Musicians of the United States and Canada. Young Sounds of Arizona on Facebook.
All right then, Jermaine. So thank you very much for that. What was the name of that song? Betty
Confetti.
Betty Confetti. And what was the reason for writing that song?
I wanted to do something to celebrate my mom while she's still here. So I decided to write that tune, Betty Confetti.
Were you going to try to get her to play on it?
Initially, yes. Actually, it wasn't this tune that I wanted her to play on, but I wanted her to be on the album. But it just didn't work out.
Well, you know, our guests probably don't know much about your family. It's such a beautiful, musical, and active family. Can you tell us a little bit about your mom, and let's also speak just a hair about your sister?
Okay. Yeah, my mom is a music teacher, so she can play bass, lead guitar, piano, drums.
Wow.
Yes, so she's been teaching for over 20 years.
Wow. Wow. She's talented.
Yes, she's talented, yes. And she taught me, you know, growing up. So, yeah, that's my mom. My dad, I think we talked about my dad.
Being a preacher?
A retired pastor, and he plays organ.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he plays organ, and so he was a great influence in my life. And then my sister, she's
what's her name?
Charity Lockhart.
Charity Lockhart.
Yes.
I've heard that.
Yes, she is awesome. She right now is on a cruise ship for 5 months.
Wow.
And she's been doing the whole cruise thing, and she's the main act on the cruise ship.
Wow.
So,
wow.
I was actually supposed to go with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm married. I can't leave for 5 months without my wife.
You can't do no farming if you're on a cruise ship.
That too. They will all be dead when I get back. That's a lot of work. Have you ever had to dig a hole for an animal?
No, I never have.
Oh my goodness! Well, that's good. I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy. No.
Is that when they're passing, or that's when you're cooking them?
Yeah, well, when they're passing. Well, sometimes when you're cooking them, I have done that, Gabe. You put them in the hole, and you put the fire in there, and you just cover it up.
Yeah.
Oh man, what you talking about? Let that do that for 13, 14 hours, man. You come out and that is just falling off the bone.
Well, you're listening to the 586 Food Channel. I'm just joking. Seriously. Oh my goodness. So you have such a talented family, Jermaine, and I'm really happy about all of the things that you're putting together. Can you tell us where can people find you? A website, a social media site? Where do you send people to listen to you?
All of my music is on the media platforms: Spotify, iTunes, CD Baby, YouTube, and you can go to my website jlsaxman.com. Again, it's jlsaxman.com, and you can check out everything that I'm doing there.
Okay, now does that website connect you to your YouTube channel and all the rest of them?
It'll connect you to purchase my CD.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Just click on the button that says download, and then you'll have to pay, and everybody's happy. I'll send you a nice little message saying thank you. And,
okay. Okay, so we're not sending anybody to any free sites. This is going to Jermaine and pay him.
Yes, thank you. I need it. I do. I do.
Well, thanks, Jermaine. We were talking a little bit more about the music because you have so much recording going on right now. We were going to play another one of your songs, and of course, I can't remember the name of it.
It's called Honeydew.
Honeydew.
Yes.
I shouldn't forget that. My wife gives me honeydews all the time.
Yes. That honeydew list, huh?
The honeydew list. Well, let's listen to Jermaine Lockhart and Honeydew. Here we are again with Jermaine Lockhart. And Jermaine, you've got a show coming up again. We want to mention that you're going to be at the Nash. What's the date on that?
That's Friday, July 23rd.
Oh, that's this coming Friday.
That's this coming Friday.
Okay.
7 o'clock show and 9 p.m. show.
Okay. And how is the sales going so far?
Really good.
Really good.
The first show is almost sold out,
Mm-hmm.
and there's room for tickets on the second show. So make sure you go get your tickets really fast. The last 2 shows that I did there, sold out. So make sure you get your tickets.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've been locked in my home. I guess I'll come grab my wife and come on out and check you out.
And bring your trumpet.
Yeah, oh, no.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you've got Kim Weston with you. Can you? I love her. I knew her when I was in Scottsdale. Can you tell us a little bit about your relationship with her and the songs that she'll be doing?
Yeah, she's going to be doing 3 of her original tunes. One is Unafraid, and the other 2, I'm having a senior moment. I can't think of the names of them right now. But yes, she's going to be singing some original tunes. She's also going to be singing some tunes with me, my original compositions. Kim is awesome. She's a great singer, the great tone. Yes.
She has just a silky smooth voice.
Yes.
I don't know where she got it from because her demeanor doesn't seem anything like that.
No.
And I know that she's really forceful when it comes to making sure that things are going well.
Yes.
So people are going to get a real treat. If you haven't seen Kim Weston come out, if you haven't seen Jermaine Lockhart, you have been missing a treat. So come on out, support them. They're at the Nash on the 23rd, 5 o'clock show.
7 o'clock p.m. show, 9 o'clock p.m. show.
7 o'clock show. I'm sorry, I was getting you out too early.
And the tickets are less expensive than the other concerts. So it's only $30 for a ticket.
Oh, okay.
The other concerts is for $50.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So you want to make sure you come.
Okay, what are they doing with all that money?
They're still not giving it to me. That's for sure. We need to change that too. I don't know.
Well, Jermaine, you've got another song queued up here. I can't remember the name. You guys got to get used to me not remembering the name.
No, I'm the same way. It's okay. It's okay. You're a musician. We don't know names. Just start the tune, right? Just start the tune, and then we could play it.
Okay. Wow. I'm just amazed every time I listen to you, Jermaine. It's
man.
wonderful playing.
Thank you, man.
And it's feel good. I know that's your intention, is for people to enjoy, and you're playing from the heart.
Yes.
But when you listen to it, you really feel that. So
That's awesome.
I just wanted to tell you that
Thank you.
that's how I felt about it. That was
Awesome.
really good.
Thank you. That's what I'm reaching for.
We were talking a little bit offline about the technology and what does it take to get into recording and mastering and all of the tools. Are you using any particular software for your recordings?
I am.
What is it?
Well, I use I have two softwares that I use.
Okay.
I use Pro Tools and Logic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are two very popular software programs for making music. Pro Tools, of course, probably being the industry standard. Tell me, what have you found out about working with that and being a musician?
You know, it's I'll compare it to this. I don't know if you know anything about farming, but farming changed over the last, the decade or more, where farmers don't just know about agriculture, but they also have to be engineers now.
Oh, wow.
Because you have this big farm equipment that's all computerized. And so now they have to be somewhat of an engineer to run this stuff, So it's become like that with the music too, you're not just a musician now, but you're also an engineer, if you will, on the different software that they have to make this music.
Yeah. I've worked with the three softwares, Ableton, Logic, and what's the other one? Pro Tools.
Pro Tools.
And I tell you, I'm lost every time I fool around with them. They take years and years to understand and become proficient at.
Yes.
And I'm always amazed when I get around someone that knows their way around. I know I just been poking.
Yes. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know I'm kind of the same way. I can hit the record button. I can do some simple mixing, and then I send it to somebody else who's more savvy with it. But yeah, man, it's just like it's almost like learning. You got to learn another instrument now.
Exactly.
So yeah,
it's good to have that skill set because when you get an opportunity to not only do the music yourself, when you go into a studio and work with someone else, you have an understanding of what they're doing.
That's true.
And you don't get hoodwinked.
That's true.
When you go into the studio.
That's true. It helps you to know the possibilities.
That's right.
Yeah, they can punch in right there. So it kind of takes some stress off of you, of playing it correct the first time. It's like, they could just go back.
Well, okay then. So it's been a wonderful having you here, Jermaine. We're not done yet. We're going to do Goodbye and then the last song. And by the way, I'm reading that right off of Tom's notes. We're going to say goodbye. And with that goodbye, we'll sing to you the very last song, which is called
You Brought the Sunshine.
Yeah.
Which is a Clark Sister song that I
Tell
redid.
us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Clark Sisters is a gospel group back in the day. They came out with a movie, and they were coming out with a movie while we were doing this album. And I thought it would be a great idea because it would kind of show, my history, give people a little bit more where I came from, and things of that sort.
So the Clark Sisters, and it's the last song, and we're saying goodbye to you on Radio 586 with Jermaine Lockhart.
Hey.
Thank you, Jermaine.
Thank you so much, man. This has been great. It's been great talking to you, Gabe, man. Much respect, much love.
Well, we just want to bring you into the fold, brother. This is our attempt to make the Phoenix sound accessible to everyone.
That's awesome. I'm glad to be a part of it.
You are.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's it for this episode of Radio 586 AZ Roots. We're here on the radio, same time, same station each week. And archives can be found anytime by downloading or listening to our 24/7 radio station at radio586.net. This is show number 411. Watch our YouTube videos, radio586.net, also on Facebook.
Radio 586 AZ Roots, music mix from the desert Southwest, making Arizona musicians and music tastes of our region more accessible to world media.
Made possible by a grant from youngsounds.org. This radio series is part of a community outreach for Arizona musicians as well as members of Local 586. Other Young Sounds outreach includes music clinics for young musicians, a summer jazz camp, and scholarships for advanced education. Young Sounds of Arizona on Facebook.